So many of us live with regrets. The truth is, we should be living in such a way that we have no regrets because we lived a meaningful life. As you discover your God-given purpose, you are truly fulfilled and you're inspired to help others. My purpose in this show is to build your faith so you learn to find complete fulfillment and joy in this life as we prepare for the next. Legendary faith is faith that continues throughout the generations. It starts with us and ends with Jesus. What is your destiny? Join me in this journey to discover how to build a legacy that never ends. Hang tight, legend. God has the very best in store for you. Welcome, everyone, to Legendary Faith. And I hope that you are having a beautiful week and that the weather is getting better and better, just like your life. And today, I am challenging the status quo. In today's society, so many of us are consistently adding things to our life. You know, we want the new purse. We want the new truck. We want the new sports car. And who can blame us with the constant ads all the time? And I'm all about a blessing. Who isn't? But we have to have balance in our life. And as long as we remember that it is better to give than to receive, then I think we're well on our way to balance. But with the addition of so many things, we sometimes lose ourselves along the way. We forget what's really important, and we become distracted and distraught. So I'm here to ask you today, what or who do you need to delete from your life today? And I'm not talking about people or things that add value or the people that you love. I'm talking about people or things that are dragging you down and keeping you from the great destiny that God has prepared for you, in which you'll never get there if you're consistently being dragged down. Now, of course, part of this game of life is that we keep getting up after we fall down. But we can never make progress if we don't get rid of the things that keep pushing us down. So when I say getting rid of things, spouses, I don't mean to go out and delete your husband or wife. Oh no, that's a more complicated story. And we know that God can indeed work a miracle in your marriage. But that's a commitment, and we're not going there today. I'm talking before you get to the commitment stage and things get complicated. So Nike's slogan is just do it. And it is so popular, right? Just like so many other material items. They just want you to do it. Just buy it. Just do it. Just press play on the thing already. But sometimes we need to slow down and think about what we're pressing play on. Are we pressing play on the things that we truly need in our lives, or just on the things that we want? Sometimes there are things we need to delete before we can truly listen to the music. And most of us love music, but sometimes we forget to listen to the melody. I recently played a song on Spotify that brought me back to the 90s. Oh, yes. And then I sat there and thought, I haven't I haven't done this in a while. I haven't just turned up the radio and on an old song and truly listened to the melody. And sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to get back to who we truly are. And to get back to that place, we have to get rid of all the distractions. We get so used to our routines that we forget to enjoy the music and forget what we're on a path for. What are we really doing here? Are we just here to constantly give in to the Facebook ads and the attention seeking and the me? Or are we here for something else? But I don't blame you and I. After all, it's a difficult world out there. Everything is crowding us out. And I know who's behind it all. It's the devil. Think about it. The sickness, the carpool, the social media, and the comparison game. Now, our daily activities that we have to do, like go to work, take our kids to school. That's just part of the game, part of our routine. But it's when we let things like Facebook or comparing ourselves to others, when we let those things consume us, it's then that we get into trouble. It's then that we must choose to press delete. We have to get rid of the baggage in our lives. As I said on the last episode, when I went to rehab, I had a little bit of baggage. I was covering up shame, sadness, so many things. And I had a ball cap on and a coat. I was truly trying to hide. But you know what? When God restored my soul, when I really worked at it and got out of all the world and focused on what I was really here to do, and when I put God first in my life, I threw off that coat and the cap, and you know what? I was ready to shine. And I hope you're ready to shine. And my prayer is that you will be just a little more focused in your everyday life. Because there are so many things vying for our attention. But Hebrews 12, 1-3 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart." We want to run this race, but we must throw off everything that hinders us, or we're never going to make it. And so I'm asking you today, what is hindering you today? What is dragging you down? You must take action so that you can continue on your journey, because we know that this life is short. And so let's get through the roadblock. Let's tear it down, one step at a time. But choose to take action. Choose to do something. Choose to press delete. And even though Jesus was scorned and ridiculed and beaten, this did not stop him. And he did this for us. So I'm asking you, what is stopping you? We're not on that cross being severely beaten, although we are persecuted. But let's do something for Jesus. Let's live for him, and he will give us all the joy so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. Yes, we let everything get in our way, which is precisely why we need Jesus. So go ahead, delete the baggage, turn up the music. It's time to press play. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this podcast. And thank you for your reviews. And if you would like to make a review, head on over to Apple Podcasts, and I just may start making shout outs. I would so greatly appreciate your help on this. And to find out more about me, you can check me out at alysamassey.com. There is much more to come, all for the kingdom of God. And next episode, we'll be talking more on regrets. Thanks again, and remember, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think.